This afternoon, we continue to follow the latest after a paramedic falls to her death while helping rescue a woman in South Austin. Good afternoon. Travis County first responders are mourning the death of one of their own today. Kristin McLain was on board a STARFLIGHT helicopter last night when she fell from the aircraft's hoist. She was part of a team rescuing a woman from the Barton Creek Greenbelt just before 10 o'clock last night. The woman rescued was taken to UMC Brackenridge and is listed in stable condition. As for Nurse McLain, she joined STARFLIGHT back in 2008 working as a flight nurse. In fact, she was one of only 2 female flight nurses on the staff, and the STARFLIGHT staff is a tight-knit group as well. Only 24 employees, including pilots, nurses, paramedics, and mechanics. So we stopped by STARFLIGHT's hangar in northeast Travis County this morning, and at the entrance you can see a black stripe, which is a sign a member of their team died in the line of duty. They also posted pictures of McLain on the front window showing her at work. FAA investigators are now on their way to Austin to look into exactly what happened and what might have gone wrong. They'll look at everything too, including flight operations and crew member duties. Investigators will also look at air traffic control to see what other aircraft might have been in the area and weather to see if wind might have been a factor. Human performance and survival factors will also be part of their investigation. They want to know the history of the crew as well as documenting planning and rescue efforts. The FAA tells us they will then turn over their findings to the NTSB. The NTSB will decide later whether they need to send their own investigators. This is the first on-duty death in STARFLIGHT's 30-year history. STARFLIGHT began operations back in 1985 as a partnership between Travis County, Austin EMS, and the then city-owned Brackenridge Hospital. The deal allowed the hospital to provide flight nurses. That partnership ended in 1999 when Seton took over Brackenridge, and since then STARFLIGHT has provided its own nurses. So to become a STARFLIGHT nurse, crew members must be graduates of an accredited nursing school. They must hold a Texas registered nurse license and have at least 3 years experience. And nurses undergo a challenging orientation program when they first start. That consists of intense physical conditioning, rescue skills education, and clinical skills development. They perform all types of rescues too. That includes taking people from scenes of major disasters, floods, and then like this, people injured in the wilderness. The type of helicopter used, an EC-145, was the same type used last night. In this incident, workers rescued a person who had fallen down a cliff. A fellow STARFLIGHT rescuer sent us a statement this morning. Willie Culberson, their director of aviation, said Kristin was a wonderful flight nurse and a very special friend. I'm going to miss her with all my heart. Our coverage of last night's accident continues online. You can learn more about McLain's background, the wind gusts in the area at the time, as well as why the FAA will turn over everything they find to the NTSB.